A story that you might not want to miss, or maybe you do, but anyways, let's start The Fall That Built a King. Ethan Carter had always dreamed of becoming a world-class chef. As a child, he would watch his grandmother cook, mesmerized by how she turned simple ingredients into magic on a plate. But dreams, he soon learned, were not served on silver platters. At 22, he landed his first job in a prestigious French restaurant in New York. He was eager, passionate, and full of ambition. But within a month, disaster struck. One evening, while preparing a signature dish for a VIP guest, he misread the recipe and added double the amount of salt. The dish was ruined, and the furious head chef made sure everyone in the kitchen knew it. "You'll never make it in this industry if you can't follow basic instructions," he shouted. Humiliated, Ethan was fired on the spot. Crushed, but not defeated, Ethan moved to a smaller diner, willing to learn from the ground up. But even there, he faced failure after failure. He overcooked steaks, burned sauces, and once even dropped an entire tray of desserts in front of customers. Every mistake felt like another nail in the coffin of his dreams. Yet, Ethan refused to give up. Each failure taught him something new. He started taking notes, watching the senior chefs, and practicing late into the night. Slowly, he improved. His sauces became richer, his steaks perfectly seared, and his desserts flawless. Years passed, and his persistence led him to Paris, the heart of culinary excellence. There he enrolled in a prestigious cooking school, but the challenges only grew tougher. His instructor, a Michelin-starred chef, was brutally honest. "Your technique is sloppy, your plating uninspired," he remarked during Ethan's first assessment. Instead of letting the criticism break him, Ethan embraced it. He spent months refining his skills, experimenting with flavors, and pushing his limits. He failed hundreds of times, but each failure brought him closer to mastery. One day, an opportunity arose: a national cooking competition. Ethan entered, pouring his years of struggle into every dish. When the judges tasted his creation, a perfect fusion of French sophistication and his grandmother's rustic flavors, they were speechless. He won. That victory changed everything. Investors took notice, and soon, Ethan opened his own restaurant. It wasn't just any restaurant, it became a Michelin-starred sensation, celebrated for its bold flavors and heartfelt cooking. The same chef who had once called him uninspired dined there one evening, nodding in approval. As Ethan stood in his bustling kitchen, watching his team work with precision, he smiled. Every mistake, every harsh word, every failure had been a stepping stone to this moment. He had fallen 100 times, but each fall had only made him rise stronger. Moral of the story: failure is not the end, but a lesson. Every mistake is a step toward success if you learn, adapt, and never give up. Because success, he had learned, wasn't about never failing. It was about never giving up.